We're back at Pioneer Park in Mooresville. Been here a couple times. This is August 28th, 2026. This time we had been going around on that side and up there, but this time we're going to walk around this way. Got a few soccer fields out here. I'm guessing they mostly play on the weekends. Well, Millie, are you in the mood for walking? Let's go this way. I'm gonna go around that way. Nice, easy walk. We're skipping the hills, the hilly parts today, and just sticking with a fairly flat walk. Easier for Millie. This way. A lot of people park over there. We might try that trail next time. Looks like that trail goes along the creek or something. Guess there's a creek over there. Maybe we'll try that one next time. It's the trail over there. When we get over there, I'll see where it goes. Maybe that's where we'll go next time. Also a little bridge over there, over the river, or over the creek. I think that's White Lick Creek over there. All right. We're walking at Millie's pace. Millie's not in any hurry. I don't think we're not supposed to walk across the Yeah, some people like to have their motorcycles loud. not necessary from my point of view. But some people just like loud vehicles. Right on cue, there's a emergency vehicle siren, but that's different. That's necessary. It wasn't necessary for that motorcycle to be loud. Alright. Some people just like to be noisy, and no biggie to me. Now let's see, so there's a trail going along the creek, and there's a little covered bridge going over the creek. Millie's taking her time. It's a pretty big park. Oops. Indiana towns have a tendency to have one really big park instead of like a bunch of little ones like you get back in California. Where we come from, towns would have a bunch of little parks all over the place. But these towns in Indiana tend to go with one big one. And Pioneer Park is one big park. And then they have about everything you can think of in that park. There's soccer fields over here, and baseball fields, and back towards the entrance there's tennis and pickleball courts. And I'm pretty sure they have a pool. Not 100%, but would not surprise me. That's what they do. Indiana towns have one park with everything in it. So it's like a bunch of parks all put together into one. Like back where our town in Brooklyn, there's one park that appears to be two parks, but it's more or less one park with a bridge in between crossing the White Lip Creek. Here at Mooresville Pioneer Park, they got a lot of stuff. There's a squirrel. Let's see, so we have this trail over here that Looks like it goes along the creek. And then we have a little covered bridge. Goes over the creek. And walk across the bridge and see what's on the other side. Nice to have creeks with water in them. Back where we came from in Orange County, California, most of the creeks had no water in them, except for a short time during the rainy season. They were dry the rest of the year. These creeks have water year round. Of course, in the winter, it would very likely be frozen, could be frozen over in the winter, or at least have ice on it. Looks like there must be a big hiking group coming up the trail on the other side, or it sounds like there's a big hiking group. Let's see, looking downstream. Looks like they're coming around this corner too, and they're coming across the bridge. So let's hold on. So it's like a big hiking club or something. Hold on. Let me pause. So that's a big hiking club. The mothers and the kids. So we're still at Mooresville Pioneer Park and looking over the White Lick Creek on the covered bridge. Just had a really big group of mothers and their kids. So they must be doing the hike together on that trail over there. I see, and then the park continues on the other side. There's the trail that the moms and the kids just came up. And of course, most of the dads are probably at work right now. And I'll be looking for a job soon. I am retired in theory, but in actuality, even though I'm be 69 next month and collect Social Security, with the prices as they are, etc., and as prices continue to go up, etc., my retirement will be short-lived. It's been about 2 months now, but I'll need to work at least part-time to supplement the costs of living in this beautiful area of central Indiana. Maybe Millie's mom can join the mother's hiking club, except our kids that are in their 40s and with grandparents. So I think that's mostly for young moms and kids, that group that just went over the bridge. So this is the trail they went up. I don't think we're going to go all the way up, though. I think we'll go, let's see what that is right there, and we'll come back from there. We'll turn around where I see that wooden fence up there. Oh, okay, it's another covered bridge, it looks like. Probably goes to the trail on the other side. And even more park over there. Pioneer Park is one big park in Mooresville. Trail we just came up. Let's cross this trail. Oh, go over this covered bridge. Seems to be a little shorter than the first one. And then we'll take the trail down there. Water's pretty calm here. Or not. Pretty quiet spot. I mean, it's moving, but it's not really fast or very deep. But it sure is pretty out here. Take a look upstream. Not certain if this is White Lick Creek itself or a branch of White Lick Creek. It has a couple of branches. I think it might be one of the branches because it looks smaller than White Lick Creek, where we live anyway, downstream. Alright, we'll head back down this trail. There's yet more trails over there. We don't want to get too carried away though. Milli's good for a mile or so. If it's the weather's nice and cool and we got all this shade. So she can do a mile on her own without me having to carry her. So I think she can do the rest of this. She's still good for 2 miles if it's a really good day and it's her first walk of the day. But I can always carry her if she gets too tired. Kind of cool that we have all this nature, even though we're only about 15 miles or less to downtown Indianapolis, the largest city in Indiana, metropolitan population of over 1 million, I think. Or close to 1 million at least. And we're only 15 miles from downtown Indianapolis. And yet we have all this nature. That's kind of cool. That's really cool. Am I taking the correct trail? I hope. Or did I go the wrong way? I better find out. Let's see, we came across the bridge and turned right. We should have turned left. These trails really go a long ways. But I'm pretty sure we should have turned, wait a minute, over the first bridge, turned left, went over the second bridge. Yeah, we should have turned left instead of right. So we're going to turn around. We'll see what's up at this bend and turn around. So the trails just keep on going, but we don't want to go too far. We don't want to wear ourselves out. When we were both younger, when Millie was younger a few years back, we could have walked 6, 7, 8 miles. But I think 2 miles is the limit right now. So we're turning around. So the first nearly 16 years of Millie's life was spent in Southern California almost exclusively. Took a couple of trips here and there. But she's never seen places like this. Never heard all these insects and birds and stuff that you hear over here. And nothing in Southern California smells like these plants either. So for Millie, this is an entirely different world than the one she spent the first 16 years of her life. So she's still taking it all in. And I'm pretty sure she likes it. I know she likes it. She's just taking her time and taking it all in. The ambiance of the central Indiana woods. Let me get you back up here. Pretty nice out here, huh, Millie? I'm going to quit talking for a while so we can just take it all in. Sound of the sights and sounds of nature. This way. Back over the bridge we just crossed. We crossed a while ago anyway.
How many what's up, Chris? What's going on, man?
I don't remember.
That's right. You doing all right? I'm just trying to get 2,000 steps, man.
Right on.
Keeping that retirement check coming.
Right on.
And then we're walking around this way. Couple of joggers exchange their greetings. One of them must have good retirement, as he's not talking about getting another job like I'm thinking of. Back out to the soccer fields that we passed going out to the trail. We have walked a little bit. Millie, are you starting to get whooped? Could you use a little carrying? Want me to carry you for a little bit? Or you still want to walk some more? I can carry you for a little bit if you want. Doing pretty good this morning. It's a nice cool morning. Plenty of shade. Light breezes. But I still think she's kind of... Here, I tell you what, I'll carry you for a little while. Here we go. Yeah. Don't want to get you too tired out here. Morning. We're parked on the other side over there. So I'm just going to carry her over to the trail that goes back there. Millie, if you feel like walking again, just let me know. She gets tired of being carried. She'll like start wiggling out of my arm, like she wants to get out, get back down. But right now she seems to be okay. Seems to be okay, just taking a ride. Been a few sirens on this. Been a few sirens out there. I hope everyone's alright. Hope it's nothing serious. More sirens. Whatever it is, I hope everyone's alright. Lord, look after whoever those sirens are for. So on an earlier walk, we went all the way up there and around to the end of all the way out to the park entrance. And on our second walk, we walked over that little bridge there and walked around that way, around those soccer fields. So we've covered a decent amount of this park in the 3 walks we've taken. Man, that's a lot of sirens out there. And also, oh, she was wiggling, so she wanted to get back down. And also, we're not very far from the Indianapolis International Airport. Is not far from here, too. There's one coming in for a landing. A lot going on with this park. Alright, let's finish walking this way. Yeah, she got enough rest from me carrying her over here. She can walk the rest of the way, I think. If Millie had a pedometer for all the walks we've taken over the years, back in California, and on some of our vacations, and now over here, I wouldn't be surprised if it was 100,000 miles or more. We've been a lot of places. She really likes this one. Pioneer Park in Mooresville. And this trail will take us back to our car. We would cut across, but I'm pretty sure you don't want, dogs aren't supposed to go across those fields, those soccer fields. So we'll stick to this trail to get back. Can you walk the rest of the way? Or they want me to carry you back. Yeah, she's still got good for a little more walking. Well, are you tuckered out? Yeah, I think she might be tuckered out now. Still standing. Well, still walking too. We'll just take our time. We'll cut across a little bit, but avoid the cutting through the soccer field. So up there where those cars are going is where we went our first walk. There's a trail alongside. Goes all the way to the park entrance. And there was a church over there. And they were set up for a fair. They had a county, not a county fair, but a fair, Mooresville fair. A couple weeks back, first time we came here. Okay, there's the corner of the soccer field. So if we just go around that, we can cut across to where we parked. Want me to carry you? Yeah, I'll carry you the rest of the way to the car, okay? We gotta watch for bugs. She gets the bugs on her sometimes. Alright. We're almost back. Took a pretty good walk. And she's got a stroller on the way, so I don't have to carry her. Well, she seems to like being carried. You like being carried, don't you? Alright, we brought back to the car. Let me set you down, then we'll get back in the car in here a second. Yeah, it's a pretty good walk. About time for a nap. Yeah, get a nice drink of water, and it'll be time to go home. We're heading out. On our way home. Hope you enjoyed this walk. Bye.